And we're live. Welcome to the Know Yourself Revolution live. My name is Grace Gravestock, and today I'm going to share my number one tip for how to stop overwhelm and being too busy. I was in a training last week, and I realized that one of my I'm going to say challenges. They called them something else, but I'm going to say one of my challenges is busyness. I am an express builder in traditional human design that is called a manifesting generator, and it with my configuration, I'm always just really busy. There's a lot of stuff going on. I look up at my boards and I have so many things. So if you're like me, by the way, wherever you're joining from, please put in the comments your location. I'd love to know where you are. And if you suffer from being too busy or overwhelmed, please put me in the chat. I have been challenged with being too busy all my life. And so I used to think it was something wrong with me. And then I realized that when I learned my human design, that I'm supposed to be really busy. However, being too busy can be a limitation because, for me, I sometimes forget self-care. I talk about it a lot because I want to remind myself how important it is. I never forget to eat, by the way, but I do sometimes forget self-care, and I have to remind myself to stretch and drink water. I just get so excited by my work, and that I could sit in front of my computer for hours, and I have for most of my life. And then I realize, hey, what am I doing? Time is passing me by, and I have just been sitting in front of a computer. That is not the way to live life, right? I mean, if it brings you joy, it's great. But I think that too much of a good thing can definitely be too much. So today I want to share with you my number one hack for stopping overwhelm and being too busy. It is something that I've been focusing on in the last week. One of my coaches gave me the secret, and I just about did the face palm, like, why haven't I been doing this all the time? In fact, I remember right before I was laid off the first time, I had been, perhaps I should have clued into this. I was given a training course on Stephen Covey's time management tips. I mean, to be honest, everybody got to go to the training, but I did feel like there was room for improvement for me. And I had such a long list, it seemed like too time consuming to do the thing that I'm about to tell you to do, but it has helped me so much since I've started implementing it. And that is this. According to Stephen Covey, you put all your lists, your things, and all your tasks into a quadrant. And so it's important, urgent, not important, not urgent. And you know what? You don't even have to write it. Like the shortcut, I'm the queen of shortcuts. So the shortcut here is just to do this. And you pick, I've got a pad that I got printed up just to help me with this. And it says Grace's priorities, and it has space for my top 3 things today. So you see, I've been struggling with this for a long time, and I just have to remember to do it all the time. But the secret is simply this: pick 3 things, just 3 things, and do the hardest thing first. My friend used to say, eat the frog, and there's a famous book by that title. So whether you eat the frog or you just do the hard things, whatever it is for you, I encourage you to just get it done. Focus on those 3 things and don't get hung up on all the minutia. There's so much that we can get caught up with on our screens, with all the tabs and all the tools. I had a really insightful conversation with my brother the other day. He studies AI and technology, and he said, "You will not believe it, Grace, but the world is just about to shift in ways that few people, not nobody, but few people are seeing." And in fact, he said, if you were to buy, and I haven't checked this out, so tell me if this is true, but he said, if you were to go buy a computer right now, a new computer, it would have the AI button, and you would, you can talk into your computer and just tell it to do all kinds of things that you today have all these programs that you have to learn how to do. So I haven't tried that yet, but I have been experimenting with different AI tools, and it's amazing what can be done. I feel like the future is definitely going to be automated, and robots or whatever, AI is going to be doing so much of our work. This is the reason why I stopped working in corporate and I started focusing on building this business and the Know Yourself Revolution. You see, I believe that hundreds and thousands, probably millions of people are going to be laid off soon if they, and it's already started. And so when you are looking, when that happens to you or somebody that you know, then what you all of a sudden are faced with is, oh my gosh, what would I do if it were me? What would I do if the work that I have learned all my life, the things that I know how to do, are no longer needed? What if all my work can be done by a computer? Like, that is a sobering thought. So the fact that some of us are too busy, it makes me wonder if I feel like we're not always going to be too busy. In fact, it's funny, if you got to see my last live event, the 2027 prophecy and how it affects you. One of my mentors, who is an expert in human design and studied with the founder of human design, Ra Uru Hu, he did expound on the fact that my particular life purpose is the right angle cross of sleeping phoenix. And the prediction for mine, and it's only mine, I believe, is I'm going to be busy up until 2027. And then things are going to change. So I all of a sudden, when I had that conversation with my brother, I realized that maybe the things that are going to change is that I will not need to be busy anymore, because all the things that I used to do are going to be done by a robot. So I think that's really an interesting thought. Like, what will you do, or what would you do if the work that you have been doing all your life suddenly was not needed? How would you spend your time? What really brings you joy? So maybe this question of how to stop overwhelm and being too busy is a very time sensitive question that perhaps we won't have to answer very long. I don't know. If you know, please put it in the chat. I'd be interested to hear your perspective. But if you do know somebody who is losing their job or has been laid off, I really do see it as an opportunity. It's probably the best thing that could ever happen to you, because it could be God or the universe giving you a nudge to change course, because the world is changing. It's time for us to change. I'm a change agent. Even though I'm a change agent, and I probably like change more than most people, I have to say, even sometimes I struggle. So we're in the midst of a major transition in this whole world, and I've talked to so many people in the last week who are really feeling it in their bodies. Put body in the chat if that's you. I just am surprised by the things that I hear, and I have friends all over the world. So that being said, if you are looking for ways to stop overwhelm and being too busy, first of all, recognize that this might be a blessing, and it might be time limited. Maybe there will come a time when you won't be too busy with a lot of the things that you're doing, because they will be automated, or an AI will do your job. Who knows? So that's the first thing. No, but the real answer is prioritize. So make a list of 3 things every day. This has helped me ever since I've been doing it. And the hardest thing is doing the hardest thing first thing in the morning. Whatever that thing is, just get it done, because otherwise, and this is what another thing I realized about myself, this is perhaps why I've had so many late nights in my life, because I'm committed. Once I say I'm going to do something, I do it, but that sometimes comes at a cost of staying up very late and staying on my computer just to get it done. And, sometimes there's procrastination, I'll be honest. So anyway, if this is your problem, then the answer might be as simple as making a list of the top 3 things. First thing in the morning, make sure you just focus on getting those things done. And when you're done with those 3 things, you can add more. Or you could take a break. You could celebrate. Maybe you could reward yourself. I'm practicing those things. Oh my gosh, that was huge. I'm in the middle of a big, did you guys hear that? We are in a big storm. That scared me. That was right outside my window. A lightning storm and a thunderstorm. Super, super crazy out there. So I trust you're safe. And I want to close with this thought. If you are part of the Know Yourself Revolution, if you live, especially if you live in Florida, California, Mexico, or Puerto Rico, I am going to be on the very first Know Yourself Revolution tour, road trip in the next 2 months. So we may be able to meet up. And what I'm looking for is leaders in all over the world who are ready to represent the Know Yourself Revolution. And all you have to do to qualify is be somebody that promotes knowing, liking, and trusting yourself. And if you help others do that, all the better. Perhaps we can talk about being on a podcast. I can feature your work, whatever I can do. Together, we can positively impact 5 billion people by 2025. That is my aim. It is not through me alone. It is through your help. It is through frequency, alignment, and collaboration. I want to just check in with the comments here. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Jessica says, that was a huge thunder. Yeah. Do you have thunder in Florida right now, Jessica? I'm really curious. She just said I'm in Florida. So awesome. Maybe we can meet up, Jessica. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to be in Florida. I'm going to be in your neck of the woods next month. So no, wait a second. This month. Oh my gosh. It's coming so fast. It's crazy. So anyway, I'm looking, okay, not right now, she says. So I'm looking forward to meeting you wherever you are in the world. If you're part of the Know Yourself Revolution and you want to be part of this movement, I am looking for leaders to hold the frequency in the area where you are. We're creating a global network of like-minded people, and I'm going to be promoting these meetups on my social media site, so I'll look for them there. If you're interested in meeting up, I'll be hosting a meetup in every location that I can do it, that I can find where I have time to do this. Of course, I have a lot. Awesome. Thank you, Jessica. Jessica says, I love being part of this movement. I love it too, Jessica. You're an amazing strategic partner for me. Jessica also does amazing work, and her work is also all about knowing, loving, and trusting yourself. And so I know that you're a powerful collaborator in this revolution, Jessica, and I thank you and I honor you for the amazing work that you're doing. I have just had a conversation recently with somebody whose life was completely changed by Jessica and her powerful process. So be sure and check the archives on our podcast, Know Yourself Revolution podcast, available on YouTube, soon to be on other platforms. But you can hear my interview with Jessica Lynn. She is amazing. She changes lives, and she also has the same message, how to know, love, and trust yourself. So I'm so excited to be in partnership with amazing people like you. Thanks, Jessica. So if you're interested in meeting up, be sure to check the events calendars on all my social platforms. I have a couple Facebook groups and LinkedIn. And let's see, I'm also going to promote this on Mindvalley. So I look forward to meeting you if that resonates and you want to be part of the movement, if you want to meet up. Thank you, Jessica. I love it. Appreciate you so much, Jessica. So that's it for now. If you want to stop overwhelm and stop being too busy, focus, pick 3 things and do the hardest one first. That's my advice for you today. Thanks again for being here. Have a fantastic evening or morning or day, wherever you're listening in from. And be sure to put it in the comments if you're watching the replay, where you are calling or where you're watching from. I want to know where my family is. My family by choice. So grateful to be part of this family with you. We can choose who we want to be in relationship with. And if you're part of the Know Yourself Revolution, you're part of my tribe. So thanks for being there. Thanks for your support. And thanks for your help in positively impacting 5 billion people by 2025. Until next time.